Hello and welcome to What's Map for Cities Skylines, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. There are thousands of items on the workshop now, so finding the right one for your next city build is a huge task. So each day, Monday to Saturday, we'll review some using our 5-star rating and the coveted seal of approval. So join me, fellow Skylines explorers, as we venture out to today's new land. Who am I? I'm BonBonB, and you are very, very welcome.
Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What's Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. BonBon here, how you doing? Right, the second half of the week, and I have got a bit of a treat for you today. Looking down there, looks really good. Do apologise, I'm using the wrong theme and LUT at the moment, but for the review, we'll be using the right theme. This is still set for yesterday. My bad. You'd think this was my first review, wouldn't you? Well, actually, you need to know this.
It's my first map.
Yeah, it's their first map. And it's actually really good for a first map. If you like really good first maps, show your appreciation right now, please. That's right, hitting the like button really does support the channel, gets me seen by more people and helps me grow a little bit more every single day, so thank you very much for your support. Today's map is Concepción, Chile by Jürgen. I'm sorry if Concepción or Jürgen are incorrect in terms of pronunciation and I'm insulting somebody, but that's what I'm going with today. There's your start square with a splash of water. Yeah, that might be the big thing with this map. There's your resources, a real mix of loveliness going on there, like that very much. And then off to the workshop. There's not too much to subscribe to, no DLC is required. We will be using the Stray Cats theme and Nature Reserve theme, and we've been requested to use the Relight Average LUT. And a great combination it is too. So yes, network extensions 2 is also required, plus 3 different tree packs, or 3 different sets of trees, whichever. Now, we are right on the edge of the map, and I think I'm going to let this this little ramp thing that we've just come down here, it's not a pretty thing. It's not a pretty thing, but I'm going to let it go, because we are way out on the edges. And if we come down here, we've got another one down here that I think, once again, doesn't feel particularly realistic. I think there'd be maybe an embankment here, not quite so high, and then leading onto a cutting through the top of the hill, where they're using the soil from the cutting of the hill to make the embankment, and that would make it a lot more smooth. But that's just a thought. Another little cutting here, completely fine with that cutting. Minor grumble on the plant on it, but it's not the worst. And then across here we've got a little bridge going on here. Now you can't get down from one highway to the other unless you take the long route, and we will be taking the long route to that lumpy bumpy road. Remember the lumpy bumpy road? When we get to lumpy bumpy road, you'll realise that we have come full circle. Okay, it's a good looking map. The theme and LUT combo are great. The design of the map is really nice as well. Concepción, Chile is a real place, and no doubt this has been trying to mirror their local hometown, or I should have read the description the second time, shouldn't I? I think this was their local hometown. I'm not sure why it wouldn't be. Now here, this looks a little bit untidy. It just drags along a little bit too much in the elevated, and we stay elevated when we hit the ground because we need to stay elevated to become the bridge to come across the river. Now this is a nice bridge. I think this bit works much better than that first elevated section. Coming back down to ground here, and embankment here to get to this first intersection. Now we have a lot of traffic going on here, and I spent a little while looking at this, trying to work out what the heck is going on here. I have got the answer. If you'd like to know, would you like to know? I think we should do this. Okay. Now, if you look at the top right hand corner of this intersection, there's a little blue, there you go, that vehicle there. We're going to follow that one. Okay, just keep an eye on it. It's behind the blue van. That blue van? Yeah. Behind that blue van. We'll just follow it as we go around, and loops around. It's about to hit the underpass now. It's now going into the underpass, and it pops out the end. There's our vehicle right there. And where's he going to go? He's going back. He's going right back, and then he's going back the way he came, which I found quite interesting, because what is off in that direction? Well, would it be maybe the edge of map? Quite possibly. There, he's coming from the edge of map. He's gone back off the way he came, and this doesn't seem to resolve itself as the simulation continues. I thought it would, but it doesn't, which is really quite odd indeed. But anyway, where were we? Yes, we are making our way through the map, through some quite nicely laid down roads. Not too much to say about this area at all. It's actually quite nice. We've done more than one South American location of late, including we did the Trinidad and Tobago on Tuesday with the little hint of Venezuela. Now, this looks like a hand-drawn cloverleaf. It's not bad at all. There's one or two areas that, like this ramp, looks a little bit too steep and awkward to me. But I don't think this is plopped. I think that is actually hand-drawn. And it's not, once again, it's first map territory here. And we're dealing with somebody's not done this before. Not shared it on the workshop anyway. And for a first effort, this is mighty fine. Again, a slightly wonky looking cloverleaf, but actually it works with the terrain. I'm really quite happy. We've got a little bit of glitching here and there, that a little bit of terrain glitching underneath the highway, but overall it's not bad at all. Right, I have seen a lot worse from a lot more experienced creators. The road continues. We are elevated all the way. It comes down to ground, so we can go elevated. And then we've got this intersection, which I'm guessing once again is based on the real life intersection. Here we have I've got a question mark here. We can go straight on and turn left, which I guess is okay, but the slip road leads out onto that highway already, so no one's going to take a left at that intersection. I would just knock that out. It's not necessary, and just but then if we are basing it on, unusually I haven't actually gone to Google and oh, look at them changing lanes here. What's going on here? Oh, I see, a little slip road there. It may not again match up with Concepción, but I would definitely have a little slip road on that, just to ease the transit of the vehicles. And we'll nip across the river, and then it's perfectly straight. Here we've got a crossing on this side, and we've got anarchy on this side. Oopsie, I think the word is there. Oopsie. Jürgen, yeah, don't worry, I do this to everybody. You are in very good company here. That's a really nice roundabout. It is the Start Square roundabout. And what do we normally plop down in the Start Square, other than roads? Yeah, we normally have the asset for the asset review. And today's asset is the old Serpukov Konchin's factory power plants by Alrizar 6, or Alrizar the 6th. This is a great thing. It is actually, yes, a power station, not a factory, but it looks like a factory, and you could use it as such for decorative reasons. Right, factoids. Because factoids. And we're back to sex. I know people have been saying it's all about sex or death in this book. It does seem to be. It was 1978 before the first Indian film kiss was allowed to be seen. So, yes, they're a little bit prudish. I wonder where they got their prudishness from in India. Would it be from the Victorians? It probably was. We go across there, we give them our ethics, and then we leave them to get on with it. They're doing rather well over there at the moment. Well done, India. Nice to see you blossoming. Old Serpukov and Konchin's factory power plants by Alrizar the 6th. That is a rather nice power station. And today's asset of the day. Okay, and back to the roads. And the roads to where? The roads to... now this. We have got a tunnel here. Tunnel that pops in, then it kind of like is visible, and then it goes underneath the road, and then it's visible, and then it pops out. And then it's really steep. It's really, really steep. The problem with matching up road layouts with real life locations is sometimes it just doesn't work, and you've just got to be creative. You've got to just make it feel like the area. It should always be a nod to the real life location, unless of course you are just going to be so fastidious and make everything match up exactly, in which case good luck. You're gonna need it. A little bit of elevated work there that, yeah, come back and just tidy that one up, thank you. This was the lumpy bumpy bit that pops under here. Now that bridge that we went over at the beginning, we have lots of blue mantle under it, and off into the fog, which means railways time. Railways. Now we're starting off really, look, the road on the right is up and down all over the place. The rail is lovely and smooth, and for that, credit. Very much credit. Liking this. Now you may say it's the most boring bit of rail that you have ever seen, and it would be up there, it would be up there, but it doesn't remain so. For a start, we can put a little right banking here. Look at this, right banking, and then we've got this bridge. I don't know what is going on with this bridge, but I stupidly decided that with the blue mantle and everything under the other side as well, I could fix this. I'll show you easily how to fix this one. Oh, the worst decision I have ever made. Let's go to move it. Okay, grab the node, put it back. Oh my god. What is going on here? And there's lots of terrain issues happening with this. I'll move that back. Oh my god. I was recording this thinking, alright, okay, I see. Yeah, I know there's a line terrain height thing with move it, but I did this and I thought, do you know what? It's more than a 10-second job. I'm just going to leave it. But anyway, yes, I would do the same with the roads. Shunt them back a little bit as well. Just a little bit of work on that, but it was more than a 30-second job, and we are reviewing a map here, and I don't want to spend 20 minutes making the map perfect. I just want to do the quick fixes. That wasn't a quick fix. But you see what I mean. You do see what I mean. I hopefully hope you see what I mean. Rail still looking good, still looking smooth, level, great bridge here. Lovely rail bridge across here and across the top of this cutting type thing with the keys popped in. That's really nicely done. Very nice. And then a cut through a little tunnel, pops out the other side. Splits. Now, I didn't figure for this. Which one of these directions did I want to go down? I didn't realise there was a split. I'm going to take a risk and go straight on. All sorts of rail junctions going on there, by the way. A little bit of a dip there on the road underneath the rail. Probably a little bit smoothing could be done there. And here, we've gone the right way. This is what I was hoping to find. This is the biggest sin of them all. We had this on yesterday's map, and we've had it again today. Yesterday's map was one of our more experienced creators as well. And can anybody see anything wrong with this river? I want you to guess what is wrong with that river. Stick it down in the comments down below. See how many things you can find wrong with that little stretch of river. Anyway, we're going up and over the hills, which is a shame there. That could have been a tunnel. I don't know. Again, probably based on the real map. I should have really pulled up the Google Earth to have a look at Concepción. But time is of the essence at the moment. And then cuttings. And then this big old cutting here. And the trees on this cutting here say to me that they were in place and then the railway was put through afterwards, and we haven't gone back and tidied up. But we are right on the edge, right by the fog. I guess we might let that go. Maybe, if I'm in a good mood.
Do your bridges look like the game's AI has gone on holiday? Would you like vanilla bridges to be proud of? Then you need the Beginner's Guide to Perfect Bridges by BonBonB. Click the information button below.
And so back to Concepción, Chile by Jürgen, and we have shipping route. Sort of, a little bit. It is here. It is usable. It's right off in the fog. There's a little loop there. And that's it. That's all you have. What we got in terms of water flow? Well, the start square, which is the bit that matters, the only water you've got is this little lake here. So unless you are using custom assets, which a lot of us do of course, but if you're playing vanilla, you're going to be drawing and pumping into that little lake. You won't be able to get to this river until you expand, but there is good water flow down this river once you do. So you're probably just going to be killing your little sims for the first few weeks until you can buy that second tile. It does kind of force you to build towards the river. The start square, look how flat the start square is. Excellent building area here. If anything, this is what gets you an extra star, having a decent start square that you can actually build on. And then what you do from there with all these little hills or whatever afterwards, well, that's then a decision for you, the planner. But definitely the start square has got to be a buildable area, hasn't it? I'm loving the terrain and the LUT colours in this. It adds such a variety of colours and textures. And don't know if you can see anything wrong with this river. This river is also very interesting. Would there be something in the water? Could you tell me please in the comments what I'm missing here? Okay, yes. They're on Lover's Leap, those ones. Where were we? We were scooting around looking for things. We got more water locations like this lake here. I would like this to be a little more full of water because although it looks okay, these banks are actually much higher than they look. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9 meters high, these banks. That's a long way down to the water, so I'd like to see that just smoothed out a little bit, or a little bit more water fill inside them. But that said, it's not bad. It's not. We have seen a lot worse. Castle, it's a little bit simplistic. It's fine. Nothing wrong with that. Also simplistic, these fields, they do look like fields. When you get down close up, of course, the fields are literally just prop line, and they lose their realism up close, but the further you pull away they look okay. Little village there I missed. Good to see that. And oh look, it's everybody's favourite factory. Lovely. Yes, and the river. Now the river. Okay, first of all, we've got, is the essential lighthouse. Lovely. And the quay. Now, how do you get up onto the quay? The quay is obviously way too high as well for any shipping to pull up against. That would be on this particular river. And the lighthouse, how do you get to the lighthouse? Well, by boat, because the steps leading out to the water. But look how high that is. Again, not particularly workable. Like in the muddy areas of the river as well, the design of the river is very quite nicely done. Very. This is a little bit janky, and we've got some water glitching as well. We are at the edge of the map, and so a lot of you would prefer me to not mark down the map for that. But we can see it, so we'll mention it. Okay, your chance to vote on this map. Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your votes really do count. We use them at the end of the month for the viewer's choice. Top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? It could be, actually. It could be. I like it. I genuinely do like it. Aesthetically, I actually genuinely, I think the theme and LUT combo plus the design of the map come together really well indeed. I would really enjoy building on this for the aesthetics, and I'm going to give it 4 stars. Detailing. Now, there's a lot good going on here, and there are some big bits holding it back. I'm tempted to mark it down to the 2nd star, but I think overall there's enough good stuff in there to push it back up to 3 stars for detail. As for gameplay potential, well, we are initially going to lose a star because there are a lot of things to fix. I think we'll want to do that first. And then that start square water, I've got to lose a star for that as well. So basically we're down to 3 stars. I think it's definitely worth 3 stars for gameplay, so 3 stars is definitely what I'm going to give it. Concepción, Chile by Jürgen. I like this. It's very close to a seal of approval map. Just has a a few bits of tweaking to do first. So there we are. Well, thanks for watching, for commenting, for liking and for subscribing. Join me tomorrow for another map in the What's a Map series, and tomorrow night, of course, Duvo returns, my first city build for 2 years. And it's an interesting city. If you've not seen it yet, it's a UK city on the north coast of France. That's right. Does it make any sense? Absolutely not, but I love it. It's a great city, and I hope to see you then. Have a great day. I've been BonBonB, and you've been very, very welcome.